making the ship, freak out.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Let's Play World Map Shenanigans. We're going to the pink cloud place now.
I like the pink and a little bit of purplish cloud place. Also, what would clouds have to have in them to be pink?
That is actually a very good
forward.
question. we should ask a meteorologist.
Probably nothing good for your lungs.
Maybe they're just cotton candy.
Or maybe they're just naturally pink in this world,
At least in this corner of the sky. There are other cloudy places that have normal colored clouds.
I suppose it could be a light refraction sort of thing.
Potentially.
The color of clouds can
You
change
must be the
depending on
emissaries from Alfar.
where the sun is in the sky.
Greetings. Diadem welcomes you. My name is Celsica.
Hmm?
It will be my honor to accompany you to the castle. I'll take you to see the king right away. Please, follow me.
Game just throws that right at you.
Yep. It's like, well, we've heard this name somewhere before, like 5 minutes ago.
I was about to say, it's like just boom, they put the name in that one cutscene right before this. It's absolutely intentional.
King Laocoon is in sword
Oh,
practice
yes.
right now. I hope you don't mind walking a little ways to the training yard.
Sword practice? You mean
I gotta
the
get
king
in my
actually
10,000
fights in
steps
battle?
for today, so we're good.
Of course. Diadem's monarch also serves as knight captain of our order.
But they say King Laocoon is still just a boy.
Yes, that's right. His guardian, Rambari, goes through so much grief.
Grief?
Oh, I'm sorry. Pay me no mind.
So we're getting some names thrown at us here. We know King Laocoon.
That we do. I remember this place.
Oh, yes. I'm glad we don't have to dispatch knights here.
These men, they're devoted, and look how well they move together.
Oh, you can tell. The Knights of Diadem today are probably the strongest in our history. We've certainly moved up a rung since the late king appointed Rambari instructor. Rambari's roots are as a fisherman, but we all respect him as a knight. I suppose that means the late king chose wisely. Please, this way.
Let's go ahead and do plot first, then we can ransack the castle.
Half the time when you see someone standing in front of something, it's usually to prevent you from going somewhere.
Yeah, but in this case you have to talk to her in order to
Progress.
Yeah.
So, you know about the monsters?
Yes. Fortunately, there hasn't been a sighting in our kingdom yet.
Oof.
Emphasis on yet.
It's like matching the name, you know it's gonna happen.
I mean, we're here.
That too.
Here we are at the training yard. Please, go right on in.
But they're gonna make you attached to they're gonna make you attached to some of the characters first before they go all Shao Tucker on you.
Also, I just want to point out, this place is violating so many OSHA regulations. No railing on the back there.
Yeah. But there is kind of one on the front, but it's really easy to fall over.
Sire,
Yeah.
come back!
We've barely even started.
Don't worry, I won't be long. A king's gotta know his kingdom. Gib, I'll be waiting.
Sire, King Laticon, come back here.
I'm going too, Pop.
Gibari, blast it! What kind of rubbish are you putting into the king's head? Now he's off to stare at fish guts. You know the legends. Disaster will befall our land the year the king sees Nashira's catch.
You and your myths. Tell it to the cloud gulls, old man. Besides, I didn't put anything in Khan's head. He's always been like that. Later.
What a little shit.
Sir Rambari?
So help me. The next rod that boy sees won't be the kind you fish with.
Ooh.
Where did I go
Ooh.
wrong?
Sir Rambari.
Ah, Zelsica. What's the matter?
Also,
Who
if
do we
she's
have
not like
here?
ice themed, I'll be disappointed.
Unfortunately, I don't
See.
don't
Well, I admit I've heard of this.
think she
bear
really
fight.
sees much in the way of combat.
His idea of pro-machinating every continent is certainly an outlandish one.
I know, sir. And he's using powerful mechanical weapons called Machina Arma to make it happen. The Quaestor believes it will be difficult to stop him without the assistance of each nation's leader.
The Quaestor? You mean Severus?
Will you help us?
Certainly it would be unlike Diadem to deny anyone help. But matters of foreign policy require King Laticon's judgment.
So you'll help us if King Laticon agrees to it?
Gladly.
Those two that ran off earlier were the king and your son?
Yes, my idiot son Gibari. Thanks to him, King Laticon's picked up all sorts of unkingly habits. I'm embarrassed to say those two are always on the loose like that. If only the king were more regardful of his position.
Sadi, shall we go after him?
Yeah, good idea. Sir Rambari, with your leave, we'd like to go after King Laticon.
Of course, you'd be doing me a favor. Please, bring the king and that blasted Gibari back. I'll come meet you once I've finished practice with the knights.
Thank you, sir. If
Sagi, I nearly forgot. If you're going to Nashira, be careful. They think outsiders... it's just... they don't take kindly to folk from other lands. There's a saying, the coming of visitors heralds a poor catch.
I'll be mindful of that.
Seems like we do a lot of running around chasing after troublemakers.
Yeah, at least. Well, let me think. I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole lot more of that, but we definitely do a lot of it here.
Wow, this is Gibari we're talking about.
It is teenager Gibari, which is a
He'll
completely.
show us what a teen of this guy can do.
It definitely far and away from what he matures into 20 years later.
Why would you want salty water?
We actually-
I guess there are some specific uses for it, but
We actually are going to need salty water later, but it's given to us there.
you better not get in their way.
Wait. Half dissolved cloud.
It is cotton candy.
But it's
Except
salty
it's-
cotton candy.
Hey, you know, things can be salty and still sweet.
That's true.
Just look at sea salted ice cream.
Yeah, or like I've had some of those, like, what are they, little chocolates with sea salt on them? Those can be good.
Mm-hmm. Generally, I think sea salt will get paired with caramel.
Yeah, I think, or maybe that's what I'm thinking of. There was someone here. Maybe he's on the other side. I'm looking for someone. I played a little bit ahead last night, and I found someone who trades Magnus, and he's got some good stuff.
I will not be able to provide any assistance in this matter.
Yeah, we already did this room. All right, so maybe he's up. Maybe he's on the other upper level. Out of my way, you little shit.
Look, I said we were, dealing with.
There he is. Yeah, he's the guy doing push-ups.
And he has a gray thorn. Instantly,
does.
Favorite guy. So I assume the cards that are grayed out are the ones that he won't trade for.
No, I think those are ones that are in a deck.
Oh, okay. That does make sense. So do we have to basically pick out 10 cards to
Yes.
as our like trade fodder, and then there's some process after
Exactly. So,
that? Basically things that you're like willing to give away.
more or less. Yeah, let's throw one of these in. Let's see, I think we get one of those Aqua Truths fairly quickly. Oh, and one of... Yeah, sure.
I assume that's better than what we have.
I think it is.
It looks more impressive.
Yeah.
Or clearly that means it's better.
There's one other one. It's a light weapon for Gilo that I know we don't get until quite a bit later. Oh, shit, there it was. Alright.
Oh. Whoops.
Ah, damn it.
Aw. No deal.
Of course. I wonder if threatening him would work. Alright,
Interesting option.
those were the two I wanted. 38, 36, alright.
Is that our first light weapon?
Yes, it is.
I forget, are there any other elements other than like water, fire, light, and dark in this game? I know
It's fire,
Okay,
water,
just one
lightning, light, and dark.
so this game doesn't have Crotas,
No,
which is such a weird element when you really think about it.
it is. I'm
Like,
glad. I'm kind
how
of
is
glad
those
they got
time
rid
an
of
element?
it. Yeah.
And so if there are only 5, is it not like, are they not paired up anymore in this game?
Yeah, they're not really paired with each other. It's just everything is either weak or resistant to a particular set of elements.
Honestly, that might be the better way to handle it.
I think it is. Well, I don't know. The other elemental system is nice. It would just be better if there was something more sensible to oppose wind than fucking time.
I'm
Like, it makes sense that they wouldn't have an earth element in this universe.
Yeah. I mean, they're on floating islands in the sky, so it could be argued that there's still technically land here.
Yeah, like I was thinking they could do stone. Fasa, was Sagi ever this cute? You know, I don't think it's ever really... Well, I guess you could kind of guess at it, but, like, it's never really explained how long Sagi and the Spirit have been together. It's just from some unspecified time. Yeah, for some indeterminate time before the game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it's not important to the plot, then you don't need to waste time saying it, but...
The exact timing of it wouldn't be that important.
Unlike, you know, the other game.
Yeah, the other game that is very important. I don't think we necessarily need an extra one of those, but... Fucking fluff pup!
Is that what it's officially called?
I think so. I know that's an animal that exists in this game. Let's see, so we could... We're only at 15 minutes, so let's just jump right into the cloud passage here. Or, actually, I think we're supposed to start here. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
I do remember this area. Are these areas actually redesigned, or is it like the same map layout, just a little bit different?
It's definitely a different dungeon, but it'll, especially in the case of the cloud passage, it'll kind of follow the same, like, it'll have the same aesthetic.
Why don't you jump in?
But
Yeah.
functionally speaking, it's a different dungeon.
I mean, I can recognize,
All right.
you know,
Enough.
the river and the rocks, you know. That much is reminiscent of Eternal Wings.
Yep, but what we didn't have was these bad boys.
I have one of them.
Both the machine and the actual bad boys.
We'll never get it. Why couldn't we save time and take the cloud passage like everyone else?
Take it easy, Khan. The cloud passage is unstable this time of year. You can't walk because the road's all broken up. Trust me, the Lesser Celestial River is way faster.
Voice doesn't have like any of the gravel.
Yeah,
Hey, which
he must have
way,
just
bud?
spent
Used
his
to be
20s,
efficient.
like,
The river's
shoving
roads
sandpaper
here,
down
like
his throat.
my backyard.
Okay.
That's where this thing comes in. It's for making clouds. The fishermen of Nashira use it to move between the Lesser Celestial River and the Cloud Passage, while they look for the best spot to fish.
I get it. So wherever we can't cross, we just take a detour through the cloud passage. That's pretty smart.
For you, my ass. Let's give this thing a spin, huh?
I love how they decided
No,
to
the
give...
text doesn't have that.
Yeah, they gave him that line voiced, but they couldn't spell it.
Here we go.
It's gonna break.
Huh? What's wrong with it? Spin! Damn it! Spin!
Or you could
Kid,
kick it, because that's
are you
totally
sure
gonna work.
you know how to work that thing?
Oh, of course I do. There. See?
My planet needs me! I want to see how this works. Do we actually go into a different area, or do we just like pop up and then go on, land on the other side?
Nope, takes us up to the cloud passage. So instead of having them as two separate dungeons, you kind of go back and forth between the two areas within one dungeon.
Interesting. Also, I'm digging the music. This is very Sakuraba.
Wow!
Yes, it is.
You can walk on the clouds here.
They're so fluffy. What an unsettling place.
Unsettling.
Clouds. places like this
I
make you
mean,
realize how big
as
the
far
world
as
really
like,
is.
standing on clouds, I'd probably have my reservations too.
Hey, look! Over there!
Yeah, it's like,
Imperial
our-
soldiers!
How much faith do you really have in the magic that's holding this up? This does not look structurally sound at all.
What are they doing here?
Rambari didn't say anything about it.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Let's hurry. We have to catch up to the king.
Got a bad feeling about this. Oh,
Yep.
shit. Well, this one isn't happening anyway, so...
Is that a level 3? Does this reuse enemies from Eternal Wings?
Yeah, there are quite a few reused skins.
And I'm not saying that is necessarily a dig on.
Not really.
I think it's good to have like some continuity,
Yeah, it's enough for there to be continuity, but not so much that it feels recycled. There are some new there are enough new enemies to give you at least a little bit of novelty. Yes.
Now that I'm not playing, I can pay a little bit more attention to the damage numbers. Are they cumulative, like per attack string? Is it showing you like the total amount of damage, or is it just?
It's showing you the damage of each hit. So that was
Each hit,
621 for total.
Some of Millie's attacks there were not doing that much damage.
See, that I wasn't looking at that, but
Well, I mean, these are the things that you can't really pay attention to as much when you're actually playing, because you're focused on the card.
although part of that is probably because Millie doesn't have a weapon. So let's see how she does with a weapon.
This is bound to hurt.
Let's see how much of a difference that makes. 10, 11. I mean, it technically doubled some of the hits, I think.
Alright, let's
Still
have her do a
pretty
different
weak
weapon.
by comparison to Saki. Okay, that's better.
Also, I think it might be weak to fire. I don't know. I had in my notes here to do fire and lightning, so... Alright, this should finish it off. Oh, whoops.
I would hope so.
Oh no, Sagi, please don't. Oh, it's relay, alright. We're good. I think it's dead.
It's just a little bit dead.
Thanks for making it easy.
Reimu. Oh good, we have invincibility frames.
Always good when games give you that after battles. Well, that was easy.
Or was it?
Gib, can you see that?
A rainbow? Why has a rainbow got to be out at a time like this? We can't go back for the mirror now.
Relax, I've got the royal mirror right here. It's a keepsake from my mother, so I always carry it with me.
Way to go, Khan! Here, let me borrow.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering why they were complaining about rainbows, but it does make sense. They're actually solid walls.
Yep,
Somehow.
that's what was impeding our progress there.
All right, let's go. If we dawdle, we'll miss the fishermen coming in.
Couldn't you also do the other one? Oh, they dropped it. Good job, Kipari.
Well, now we get to
Yeah.
use it to progress through the dungeon.
It's good for us, but
Now we're just gonna have this conveniently placed enemy that popped right out of the water.
oh yeah, these guys. I remember these guys.
Yep, they're back, and I think marginally less annoying.
Oh look, we're doing what I said we should do. Or what I said, Kipari should have done. I guess this is the game allowing you to actually use it yourself. Unless we can't hit it from here, which would be kind of dumb. It's on screen.
I'm pretty sure you can. It's just, yeah, the controls are... It's kind of an awkward gap where, like, in one direction you have to use up and down to control it, and then from beyond that point you have to use left and right to control it. I think that might be the only other one we need to do.
That was the only other one that I saw on the screen, at least.
Okay. Well, we've got a Magnus up there. And yeah, there is...
Indeed.